The whole of creation weeps. So how much do you love me, Papa? How deep does it go? How many worlds does your heartache pierce when we run from you? I was wondering this just a few days ago at a Father's Heart course in the Welsh mountains, and you know what he told me? He said, "The thing is, John, it's very easy to focus on your brokenness, to let that keep you from me, to wear it like a badge of shame rather than a wound I can heal. But there is no shame here. While you are lost and broken-hearted, it's easy to think that I am somehow awesomely removed from the place in which you find yourself. But I'm really not, you know. I sent my much-loved son into a place not so very far from the one I found you in. I sent him there to die a painful, lonely death, tortured and abandoned on a cross, just to rekindle my relationship with my kids. That's how much I ache for you. So when you hurt, when you weep, when you find your spirit screaming and your world falling apart, that doesn't just hurt you, it breaks my heart too. When you hurt, the author of all things hurts. Yes, that's right. The whole of creation weeps when you do. I just want to play. I don't want to build an altar, not today, not right now. I want to reach cathedral fingers to the skies. I don't want to be polite or fitted in or convenient. I want to play. I want to swing my legs from a tree branch in his lap, dance a silly dance and sing about his awesome heart. I want to raid his toy box and hand out necklaces made of galaxies. I don't want to be quizzed, found out, tripped up, or tested any more. I just want to play. I don't want to be alone, deserted or abandoned. Lost I can do. I'm always lost these days, but I want to be lost in you. I want your love, your heart, and your adventures. I want your map to navigate me into worship and out of sad, bad places. I want your map scrawled on my heart in orange crayon. I want heaven's isobars exploding in fizzy lemonade from every word, every breath. I want my papa's pulse beating the rhythm of each line, the deep toll of sacred bells, dancing my heartbeat out of time. Awesome Daddy time. Just lately, a few things have combined to remind me just how powerfully aware I have been of God's presence in my life for quite some time before I actually came to meet him properly. In particular, I've been thinking about the sense of half-defined benevolence that would sweep over me in sacred moments and places. As magnificent as these were, I increasingly started to realise that the spirit I sought was frequently to be found in the most real and seemingly worldly of places. In fact, the more real I became, the more his spirit screamed out to be heard. Now, at last, all those whispers have come to fruition, and here's me, lost little boy, running loose in a new landscape of miracles. He has lit the touch paper and curled up in my heart to watch the fireworks. And as I sit here in his presence, overwhelmed all over again by the fresh roll of tapestry he is weaving and stitching in my soul, I begin to wonder how much of this year has been about grieving for my mother, and how much of it has been about grieving for the man I used to be, living in a world of orphan hearts and broken yearnings. It's a world of contradictions, to be sure. There are those who see the face of God in its beauty, and those who question the divine when they see all the icky, disgusting, cruel stuff that seeps so readily out through all the cracks. It's a world of children after all, learning how to put away our toys as our awesome daddy weaves fresh playtimes into our hearts. My people. My people are spread so much further than I thought. My people are a string of nations, a river of silly stories and dancing people. My people are a game played across continents, an army of excited fingers waiting to tag the mountains. My people are a cautious settlement on the far side of hello, a smile with a hint of worry, a hand stirring the soup, while my heart spits and bubbles, a moment of pure joy over a lost set of keys. My people, spiky like a thorn and loving like the fellowship of dawn, my people are the colours of a word not spoken, planted in volcanic soil. My people grow one little soul at a time, but one little soul's worth of skyline is as high as the stars can yet climb. Don't be fooled by the creak of worn souls, the dead-fought ballet, round crumbling walls and frozen coals. The fuse might not be lit, but the flame is steady. One small flicker of love, and my people are ready. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for not letting go of my hand. Thank you in the sad, damp places with the awkward smells. Thank you for being the most loved I have ever been. Thank you when the world makes one too many demands on my soul. Thank you for unchaining my heart and loosening my collar. Thank you for new words on open wounds and new songs over sobbing. Thank you for turning weeping willow branches into skipping ropes. Thank you for turning love into something I can drink. Thank you for being the most fun I've ever had in the best and worst places. And thank you for hiding treasure maps where the best parts of my heart can find them. Thank you for listening when I had nothing to say. Thank you for setting me free. My promise is elsewhere. Grief, peppered with pain, guilt, seasoned with fear and unpaid bills, and a dance, praising messy floors to the far horizon. A promise of miracles on my feet and a flame of redemption in my soul. Rent arrears and broken friendships, a flooded toilet and a stomach bug, a song filling the laughter air to the edge of starlight. A chorus of miracles on my tongue, and a star of deliverance in my soul. A life like a train wreck, a heart like the moon, and your love better than daybreak on my cheek. Funny how you fix the problems just by being there, just by giggling over heartbreak and helping me laugh too. How easy it is to forget that you cut all the keys, mixed all the colours, and rewrote all the punchlines while I was trying to be devout on a shore of silly chocolate teapots and cotton bells. My promise is right here in the monster's eye, leading me excitingly into the solution. Problems are not so scary now with you in them, giggling. Cottage in the Heartland. I have woven clouds from sawdust, poured oceans over mountains and evening meals like rich fishy gravy. I have stirred stars into massive Ferris wheels. I have woven carpets of petal and forest, made shadow plays with moonbeams. I have made a universe to drift in, to glide in, to swim in, to shine and sparkle when my name is whispered. But I yearn for a far more intimate home than that. I need a nice cosy cottage by the firelight of your heart and a good chat on a sofa to the music of bread and wine. It's not you. No, it's not you. It's not me either. It's just lies. It's just all that jagged, nasty junk we've been walking on. It's just wounded feet still getting used to the glorious new shoes. He's been wrapping around old scars. It's just the echoes of places we no longer have to wander. So I guess we're all okay. At least we will be. Just as soon as I get used to this new frequency in my ears. You see, I've been wondering all this time why Daddy doesn't just talk to me, why I don't hear his voice the way others do, especially now I ache so much for his words. Only when writing this does it become clear. He doesn't want me to hear his words right now. He wants me to listen to his heart, just like he wants me to do with you guys. Let's just go. Love is a blowtorch on these chains. Joy is a fountain demanding release. Love is a bold new creation sown into tears. Joy is the workmanship of grace. So let's go. Let's shake off the shadow of pettiness and timidity, break free from worldly shackles, and know the fullness of our spirits. Let's not wait on more rules and regulations and unticked boxes. Let's not create new laws where they're not needed. Let's not build new barriers to what is freely given, to what flows so powerfully in our veins. Let us simply know, both in stillness and in passion, in silence and in worship, the beauty that is ours for living now and evermore. Praise you, Daddy, for your word is written on our hearts.